Hey everybody, welcome back to The Witcher 2. It's finally time to talk to Philippa. We've got Triss's bandana, and if we are specific here, we have to just give it to Philippa. So we're gonna start that and see how crazy things get from here.
You wanted to discuss something?
Couple of things. First of all, Sheila de Tanserville is on Henselt's side. Did you know?
Your friend Sheila is conniving with Henselt.
I know this, Witcher, but it's no cause for concern. Sheila is there to ensure Henselt doesn't fall prey to the same people who killed Foltest. We don't want him as sovereign of the Pontar Valley, but we also don't need Kedwin to descend into civil war.
Okay, so you're cool. Got it. Couple of things. Let's talk about the dragon's dream caught in a crystal.
I found a stolen dream. It seems powerful. I think it's a dragon's dream.
Excellent. That should do nicely. Come back and see me when you have the remaining ingredients.
Okay, I will, but...
You wanted to discuss something?
Triss's bandana, maybe?
I've got Triss's bandana.
Have you learned anything?
Triss was here. Letho forced her to teleport.
Why would he? There are easier ways to travel.
Two of Letho's comrades, probably those responsible for Demoven's death, were hiding among the Scoia'tael. When it became evident in Flotsam that the Kingslayer wanted to dispose of Yorvith, the Scoia'tael leader gave the order to eliminate them. Letho had to reach the unit before the Elven messengers did. He could only do that by teleporting.
I assumed that Triss wanted to teleport to me, but she missed the mark and they ended up in the gullies. What happened next?
Letho left her in a gully, wounded. He probably thought that she'd diversify the local trolls' diet. He himself went to see the elves and massacred the unit with his comrades. They're somewhere on the other side of the fog.
What about Triss?
She escaped from the troll. Everything suggests she's somewhere in the area.
But
I can
where?
assure you
We have
she
no
is
idea.
not in Vergen.
She has to be here. Locate her.
I'll try, but it will take some time. Have you learned anything else?
Well, Sheila did order to have Letho and Triss killed.
Sheila ordered Letho and Triss killed.
I can't believe that.
Believe it.
Start.
I ran into some mercenaries she enlisted to kill Letho and anyone found with him.
She must have meant the other Kingslayers. Are you sure
yeah.
she knew Triss was with him?
Are you so sure of Sheila? There was something going on between her and Triss. I sensed a lot of tension.
A misunderstanding.
Maybe. Let's find Triss and clear everything up.
Please.
I need some time. What's going on out there?
Let's see.
What's going on?
The peasants want to take pitchforks to King Demoven's son.
Why?
The Dragonslayer's servant is spreading rumors that Stennis poisoned Saskia.
Oh.
The commoners are in an uproar. They want to dispense justice.
Where's the prince?
Barricaded himself in his room, guarded by nobles. For the moment, the peasants are still respectful, but they are feverish. A fight is inevitable. Help us out. The situation is dire. I'm going to inform the other nobles.
I remember when he wouldn't even talk to us, so... Although I'm not that inclined to help, I probably will.
Dogs growl at cats. Cats hiss at the dogs. A noble's a wolf to a peasant.
Forget those animalistic similes and take care of it. I'll try to locate Triss.
Please
and
do.
should anything happen to Prince Stennis, remember, we need his blood.
I remember.
I don't know if we're banking on his misfortune here. Sounds like we might be. Okay, next level. Generation of adrenaline through sword blows plus 30%. All resistances plus 20 and chance of critical effects plus 20. That's massive. And I guess we can grab combat acumen level 2 as well. So we got 2 talents out of that. So this will give us damage increase and damage reduction. But this one's actually a better damage reduction. So let's go ahead and grab that. Plus we get the raw vitality increase. Alright, let's get there before they take his head off.
So, you thought it over? I'm on my way to the recruiting station.
Not sure how I'm going to solve this little spat, but... hoping I don't have to slay any peasants, because really I'll
Hello,
feel
Witcher.
like that's not really justified for me.
The
They say someone cast a spell.
Oh, a
And the
witcher.
virgin fell as if dead.
The commoners claim it's our prince's doing.
Oh, look at this. It's like
Such
tons
justice.
of them.
station.
Oh, look who it is.
It's good to see you.
Buttercup.
The commoners claim Stennis is involved in Saskia's poisoning. They're looking to slaughter him.
Nobody to keep things peaceful.
Scalen Burden and his dwarves are trying to contain the mob, but they're badly outnumbered.
The plebs will yell a lot, beat someone up, and go home. As peasants do.
That would be foolish. They're not serfs anymore. The days of them humbly sowing and reaping are gone.
Looks like things are getting nasty.
Hear me! What do you want? I'm Scalen Burden. I keep order in Vergen. Or doing a nice job then? Where was you when they poisoned Saskia?
Give us the prince! Get the flails!
Stop!
Yorvith!
Squirrels!
I didn't
Everyone who
expect
wants to
him to
leave
show
this
up.
yard in one piece, keep your hands off your weapons. I don't care if you're a serf or a lord. I'll kill you all if need be.
What's going on?
The servant carrying wine during the feast said that Prince Stennis and Olgan poisoned Saskia. We want justice!
You want revenge. It's not the same thing.
We don't care. Saskia's fallen as if dead, while the poisoning prince and noble lords rush to herd us onto the field and sell us to Henselt. We won't let them!
So you're gonna take one person's word?
Nobody's being sold out. The poisoner must be caught and tried by law.
Your law? What then? He'll pay a fine and get spanked on his ass? We'll spank him all right, with an axe to the throat.
Where's this servant?
Safe. The Scoia'tael keep an eye on him.
Why is the prince hiding in his house if he's innocent?
Because you're all out here ready to kill him?
I'll shoot the first to reach for a weapon. Then heads will start falling.
There's more of us. You can't kill every...
Then you'll be first.
You'd be surprised.
Now back off! We need to act quickly.
What do you think is a good plan?
What's your plan?
I'll frighten them a little. Bleed them if need be. I'll buy you some time, but be swift. I can't hold them off for long. Question the peasants and the nobles, and talk to the dwarves. Maybe you can get to meet Stennis.
Even if he's guilty, I'm sure he's prepared a suitable story.
You'll know how to sort the sheep from the goats. Also, find the servant who started talking so suddenly.
Yeah,
You won't
seriously.
have time to talk to everyone, though, that's for sure.
Where am I gonna find all these people?
Surly dog.
Change your tone.
Say,
when we
Witcher,
press
come over here.
to your throat.
Save your threats for your horse.
What do you want?
We of noble birth always had to protect the plebs from their own stupidity. If not for us, the world...
I don't have time to listen to songs praising the nobility. Know anything about the attempt on Saskia's life?
No, I don't. But whatever the truth, the mob
Come on.
cannot lynch one of royal blood.
So truth means nothing to you. That's what makes us different.
I didn't say I don't care about truth. Just keep in mind there's a world order that mustn't be destroyed.
An order that allows injustice.
If the prince turns out to be involved in this attempted murder, he should face a tribunal. The rabble doesn't understand the principles ruling the world.
Or they do understand them and simply don't like them.
Saskia is a wise woman, but there's one thing she doesn't take into consideration. This war will be over one day. Who will sow the crops and milk the cows then? Saskia called the serfs to arms. Do you think they'll want to plough fields again?
You may be right, but it's certainly not my business who'll plow your fields. Farewell.
That
This
was a
is
giant
nonsense.
waste of my
What
time.
would the prince gain with the virgin's death?
I could tell you what he lost with her life. Power.
Scaling?
Hurry up, Witcher!
Okay.
Guilt must be proven. Other...
Why is he lingering about? Like the stench in a dwarven hovel?
Those witches be craving gold. This one's sure to say the prince is innocent, then sting Stennis for a pouch.
He better
Nope, just his
search for a
blood.
lad who served the Virgin instead of pissing around.
Yeah, once done with the prince, he'd better take care of the magnets. Throwing their weight about too much they are.
You know Saskia's servant?
Willie of the Oblates. He handled the wine, indeed, but loves the Virgin like a sister and mother put together.
And where
He'd
is he?
gladly get quartered for her.
Where's this Willie of yours?
Hiding in his shack, afraid of them lords. Squirrels guard him.
The prince stood right next to Saskia during the council. Did he have access to the wine cellar beforehand?
How should I know?
Why flap your mouth then?
The prince is a wealthy lord. Bribing a skivvy to poison the wine is nothing to him.
Just because someone can afford gold teeth doesn't mean they'll pull their healthy ones. What's it really all about? Who's backing you?
We want justice.
We don't need no one backing us. We knows what to do.
How would you punish the prince?
If a lad counts hens wrong, he'll be flogged. What should we then do with a man poisoning others?
Kill him.
A land without a ruler is a nightmare.
We have a ruler, the Virgin of Eden.
It's not certain she'll live.
Then we'll choose another who'll manage. But he must be one of us lads. That way he'll understand us.
And all people is gonna be equal, our way.
And the non-humans?
We have enough dung on the fields. Let non-humans find a non-human land.
Away with them!
Farewell.
Give us this whoreflower!
Okay, let's go talk to this peasant, for sure.
The prince has it coming,
Who will the Witcher side with?
I don't know who the Witcher will side with, but I need to find out about this guy.
Sorcerers are a plague of the worst kind.
There goes the should I say?
Squirrels, witches.
I've been looking for you.
I don't know you.
You caused quite a commotion. Afraid of something?
No, nothing.
You're lying.
I didn't do nothing. Didn't say nothing, don't know nothing, and didn't see nothing.
Okay. Do you know anything about the assassination attempt?
Tell me everything you know about the attempt on Saskia's life.
Finger wags.
I heard the priest talking with the
Beautiful.
prince. This goody-goody said the Virgin is really a beast under her fair skin.
What priest?
Olcan, the one killed.
So there's no way I can check if you're lying.
Convenient.
I swear on my mother's
But we
grave
know
I
he's telling the
speak
truth.
What else did you hear? Tell me.
I was putting Saskia's room in order when the priest came to the prince's chamber next door. He wasn't speaking loud, but I heard the priest say, "Just clear the servants from the kitchen." Nothing more. Reverend Olcan, only he could tell you how it was, beginning to end.
The dead aren't very talkative.
What about what they leave behind? There may be clues or some such.
Maybe, but...
No, you believe me
Gather more
anyway.
information or find the priest's house with Cecil Burton's help. You don't have much time. Shit. Okay, where is Cecil?
Hang them all by the balls and let them swing.
Is Cecil even in here?
It's good to see someone.
Go get the lads. We won't stand for this.
This is nonsense. What would the
my
prince
hand!
gain with the Virgin's death?
I'll cut the block off the next man who dares try his luck.
As I see in every prince.
Guilt must be proven. Otherwise, it's vigilante.
Say she is dead.
Okay, Cecil, come on,
Stupid.
come on.
She just fell unconscious.
I just need to ask you a very direct question. I need you to be very quick in answering me.
They lie in wait for their lord and prince. Humans are an odd lot. I certainly hope Scalen can clean up this mess. What can I do for you, Witcher?
I need to know where Reverend Olcan used to live.
Simple. Let me show you on the
Oh,
map.
thank God.
It's about right here. See you, Governor.
Okay. Let's motor over there. The walls have ears. So he's right in where the merchants are? That's interesting. I wonder what happens if we dilly-daddle too long here. Like,
Clad in hues of green,
they probably just
amidst
lynch him. So he must be underneath here, maybe? Or above?
Pale face, what should I do? Eyes like embers. It raised his hand and pointed.
I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to find this here.
I got a serious career proposal yesterday. From one of your best lads, eh?
Okay, here we go.
Strange aura.
Now we do have this other note involving this here. So I received the ordered chalice and am forwarding the first payment as agreed. Know, however, that the ornamentation was sloppily executed. The object as a whole looks shoddy and is hardly identical to the original. If the item ultimately serves its purpose and my needs, you'll receive the remainder of your remuneration immediately after. So it sounds like maybe he ordered a replacement chalice to switch out for the poisoning. And if that's the case, I mean, we pretty much have all of the info that we need.
Nothing interesting.
Olkin's notes. Okay. And what do his notes say? Yeah, see, this is probably the exact chalice that he wanted to recreate here. And when that combined with the receipt, that's actually pretty damning evidence, I would say.
The plague!
Hello, Chief. Oh, the eminent Philippa Eilhart. We'd best erect a monument to commemorate.
Greetings.
But if Stennis did clear the room, I mean, it's possible that... I mean, he should ask questions.
If not for that damned
Serfs and lords will never be on the same side.
Things look bad. The peasants are furious. They finally have a chance to strike back for all the wrongs.
The noblemen won't yield.
They're a cowardly lot.
They know their heads will follow Stennis's.
It's a deadlock, with the prince's guilt still to be proven.
Yarpen says it's someone from Edom. Sheldon, on the other hand, would shave his beard if it's not Hensel's spies.
Has Yarpen got any evidence?
No, Yarpen's an old cook and says he's got a feeling. Ploughing soothsayer.
He might be right with those feelings. After all, not just anyone can pass through the Wraith's mist. It has to be someone local.
So it never crossed your mind that Henselt might have sent someone here before those ghosts appeared?
Why would Sheldon suspect Henselt?
He'd sooner reach an agreement with Stennis than Saskia. Her death would be very convenient.
Zoltan?
I'm wondering how anyone could manage to poison the wine. Saskia's a quick-witted lass. She doesn't let just anyone near. Someone she knew must have done it.
Okay. Has anybody talked with the prince?
Anyone reached the prince in his chamber?
Not even close. The nobles guard him like a matron does her ward's hiney.
If the rabble slaughters the prince, there'll be no stopping them. They'll start doing things their own nasty way.
That's why the nobles will support the prince, even if they believe he's guilty.
I'm sure Stennis' hands are dirtier than a peasant girl's fucked in a barn.
Give us this whole power!
Rolling dung, you surly dog!
I'd gladly hear your opinion on the situation.
Finally, someone reasonable. It's obvious Henselt bribed some serf who then did what he was told.
Okay. Go on.
That's interesting.
Just think it through. The prince couldn't have done it. The wine was in plain sight. Only the servants touched the decanters, and who are they? Commoners. Then that same commoner incited his folk to stand against the nobles and the prince.
Something to think about.
You can't mix what...
Enough of this charade! Try to be reasonable, folks. Sit down and talk in peace.
We've talked enough! Come on, lads, let's drag the prince from his hovel!
Vergen's not a cesspit for anyone to shit in. There are laws to abide, and Scalen Burden's job is to uphold them.
There's no law allowing a serf to threaten a king's scion. I, Silgrat, brother of Seltkirk, the greatest knight to walk Edirnian land, say so.
Does it matter who was born in a castle and who in a pigsty? Any fool can prejudge and condemn. It's easier to accuse than to prove guilt.
A peasant servant claims that Prince Stennis supposedly attempted to kill Saskia. Why would the prince do such a dastardly deed? Bear in mind how eminent is his lineage.
That's why. The mongrel covets the crown.
Do you even remember how valorous he was towards Saskia during the negotiations with Henselt?
Pretending to be with her, he was, sly fox. Taking the simple peasants in. But us lads ain't so dumb as you lords think.
See for yourselves how the commoners hate the prince, spitting venom like adders. They hatched a plot to dispose of him.
Saskia's servant said that...
Where is this servant, might I ask? If he's got something to say, why does he hide like a thief? The answer is simple. He's a fraud.
He's hiding to save his skin from you, whoresons. Squirrels have to guard him.
One last question. How could the prince poison Saskia? It's a known fact that servants taste wine from the barrels before the virgin sips it.
Switches the cup.
A good point. We can't be sure if the prince poisoned the wine.
Stennis is blowing hot and cold. Everyone knows that.
You were supposed to prove his guilt, not insult him, yokel.
Tell us who else would do it. A peasant wanting to hurt the miss? Never. It's cause of her you noble dogs can't ignore us. A pig won't cut its own throat. A peasant's not foolish enough to raise his hand against his savior.
Perhaps it is no peasant's deed. However, that doesn't mean the prince is guilty, fool.
Answer me this. Was not Stennis' room next to Saskia's? Do not the wines come from his own lice-ridden cellar? Can he not enter the Virgin's kitchen at will? Yes. His serene dumbhead, the prince can, curses on his kin.
Can doesn't mean he did.
Nobody in Vergen wants to kill Saskia. And even if they wanted, nobody but Stennis could do it.
You're wrong, Colton. Reverend Olkin wanted to get rid of Saskia. He thought she was a monster at heart.
Olkin was on Stennis' leash like a dog.
How dare you, lout! Do you imagine if someone sits next to a married lady, he's surely fucking her?
The priest tried to convince Prince Stennis to join the conspiracy.
Is Stennis some dimwit foundling that he dances to a lousy priest's tune? Olcan got what he deserved when Henselt cleaved his head. Now it's Stennis' time.
There is no proof the prince agreed.
The priest asked him for admittance to the kitchen.
So he didn't poison the Virgin himself. But
yeah, see, that's where I'm hung up. But it's not evidence, because we don't know that he did it like that.
Those are just words. Too much guesswork and not enough evidence. You can't convict anyone based on that.
Face the music.
This is dangerous.
I am not afraid. Fear is a commoner's trait, unfit for one with royal blood running in his veins. What do you want, to judge me? Is a prince a common thief who steals a dozen eggs at the market? You stand before royal majesty, and you raise your hands against it. In this world there are crimes that can be forgiven, and crimes that, by any means, cannot. Just as a mother killing her own child, or a man slitting his own brother's throat cannot be forgiven. A crime against one anointed by the gods themselves also cannot be condoned. He who raises hand against divine right is not worthy to walk this world. And what about he who poisons the Virgin of Edern? Firstly, Saskia is alive, so no one can blame me for her death.
That's
Secondly,
a good point, too.
You have no proof
honestly.
that it was I who tried to murder her. And thirdly, I assure all gathered here, I won't rise above the law. However, only she, the Virgin of Edern, can judge me. Can it? And if Saskia won't get well, who's gonna judge you? I believe she can be cured. But if the gods decide otherwise, we'll summon a coven of the wise who can pass just sentence.
Those are words worthy of a true sovereign.
Okay, he can speak
I
for
am the
himself.
one you should look to for guidance. Let my deeds be the flame that lights up your darkness.
Oh, that's tough. Oh, I mean, we know it's Olcan, right? But we don't know if he's working with Olcan directly. The peasant told us what I have to imagine is the truth, and he said that he wanted to clear the room. So it's tough. I just don't know that we can say he's guilty. I just think if you guys kill him, there's no coming back from that.
The prince has a right to a fair trial, no matter if he's guilty or not.
Good.
We can't deny him that. What will the peasants do if we hand them the prince? Will they hear him out? No. They'll hang him from the nearest tree or tear him limb from limb. What will happen if we allow a lynching? What if people see that might makes right? Who'll guarantee they won't desire to avenge their wrongs, real and imagined? Who'll protect people whose only fault is noble birth from the exasperated mob? And where will it lead?
I'm okay with that. Give him a trial. Find the evidence. I'll give you my notes if need be.
The peasants are furious.
They didn't dare mount a frontal attack.
But they haven't forgotten about Stennis, and won't. It'll be that way until Saskia regains consciousness.
Only problem is I don't have his blood.
She won't keep order by strength alone.
Unless it's a great strength.
We need an authority figure, and royal blood.
5 courts go to waste in the Dwarven dungeon at the moment.
There's also Henselt.
Going into that haunted mist is madness. Stealing Stennis away would be easier.
Let's do it then.
Anything involving Stennis will cause a riot.
I've had enough of the peasants and nobles barking. Saskia's the best leader I know, but she can't hope to defeat Henselt's army with this rabble, which is why I'm going to get reinforcements.
Where?
4 Scoia'tael units await in hiding to the east. Time to summon them.
You'll make it in time?
I must.
He's kind of growing on me. Royal blood, get more opinions, you don't have much time. Is that not done? Obtain Henselt's blood. Okay, so we're switching gears a little bit. Stennis was captured and led away under guard. Geralt has only 1 source of royal blood remaining, Henselt of Kedwin, which is actually fine for me. Let's just level up. I'm not sure if... I don't know. He might have... I mean, he's going to get a trial anyways, so whether or not it works out, I guess we'll find out. But, I feel like that was the right thing to do. The evidence that I have points clearly to this Olcan, right? But it's tough because he could be working with him. That's the only problem. The object as a whole looks shoddy and hardly identical. If it ultimately serves its purpose and my needs, you'll receive the remainder of your remuneration. So if it works, then he'll pay him, right? That's kind of the impression that I get. So yeah, I don't know. I think we did the right thing there. I really do. Let's take a look at our trophies here. I think we're good. Okay. We'll take a break, and when we come back, I guess we'll head out for royal blood and try to get Henselt's blood. That should be kind of interesting. I don't know if we're going to have a direct path to make this happen, so maybe we'll have to go talk to Philippa first, actually. Because I don't see where Yorvith went, and we know where Philippa is. So she should have had time to locate her, and we should have a new path, so we'll do that. Thanks, guys. Take care. Goodbye.